Are you taking him out?
Yeah.
You not be too hot? That big hoodie on? No. Esme's just put big hoodie on because she's been and done the water run this morning. She's been and got us some water. Ah, you having snuggles with Esme?
He started, have you told Dad about him literally batting everything?
Bats everything. As soon as he gets near you, he bats you with his hand, doesn't he? Grabs your hair, pulls it, and every time he sees me, this is what he does. Every time. I guarantee if I didn't see him right now or I wasn't stood in front of him, he'd be laughing and smiling. Cheeky boy! Anyway guys, we've decided to set up the table today. We've not actually had this table out. This one at the back here has an extension and pulls out to about here. So if there's only 2 of you, it's perfectly fine. But we've decided we're going to have breakfast in here today because it's a bit hot in the awning, and we've put out the big table so we can all fit. Keeping these curtains closed though because the sun's out that way. And when we have those open, it's actually like a lighthouse in here. It's lighthouse, hang on. No, not a lighthouse, a greenhouse. It's like a greenhouse. Anyway, I thought I'd also show you something that we got yesterday. Lots of you guys have been asking about caravan tips, etc, etc. So yesterday, if you'd have looked in either of these cupboards, well, I would never have shown you because it was an embarrassment. It was rammed full high up to here, just of bread and croissants and crisps, all just rammed in anywhere they would fit. And yesterday when we went to that shop, Chris found these for €2. They're like little plastic storage tubs, and he insisted on buying like 6 of them. And I'm so glad he did, because now we've got a fully organised, kind of organised, cupboards going on. There's pasta ones in here and ones with some tins in, etc, etc, and it's cool. So we've got a breakfast box here which I'm about to set out. Woo! Right, oh my gosh, right now. Jace is just taking a nap and these 2 are back to doing this. The weather's back, isn't it, girls? The sun's out and it's hot, hot, hot. So we sat having ice pops in front of the fan.
What's up guys? So it's a beautiful day in the south of France today, and I am a douche because yesterday I promised you guys I would tell you all about where we'd been staying on our trip so far, and I forgot to do it. And by the time it came to realising I'd forgotten to do it, it was too late to film it and include it in yesterday's vlog that went up that you guys all watched last night. Because we were watching the stars in the meteor shower last night and it just wouldn't have been any good.
The meteor shower, you did. The
meteor shower.
You didn't. Rewind it, guys. He said the meteor shower. Esme said that yesterday and you denied it, and I just heard you. The meteor shower. Chicken legs flying through the sky.
Oh well, it's not too bad to lose, is it?
Yes, babe.
Anyway, so because those of you guys have been asking about it, I thought I'd run through exactly where we've been staying, the places we've been at, and what I thought of them, pros and cons, etc. So here we go. Okay, so on our first day of this trip, which was over 3 weeks ago now, I can't believe how fast this trip has gone. It feels like it's gone like that. That old saying, time flies when you're having fun, definitely is true. But anyway, on the 22nd, on the 22nd of July, when we left, we crossed the channel into Calais and we stopped for 1 night. So on the 22nd of July, if you want to wind back to that vlog, we stayed at a place called Camping Al Grand. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to leave all of the actual names of these in the description box below. So Camping Al Grand, which we stayed at for 1 night to break up the journey from home to Paris, because that's a long way. It's 5 hours odd, which turns into more like 7 or 8 hours from home to Dover. When you're towing a caravan at 60 miles an hour.
Like an octopus.
And then the campsite in Calais was only a 40-minute drive from the ferry port to the campsite, so it was really nice and easy and convenient to do.
It was a very cheap and cheerful campsite. There wasn't a pool or anything there, but there was a little park which the girls enjoyed, and they enjoyed riding their bikes around. It was very, there was a lot of, it wasn't a touristy place, was it?
No. It's on, we found all of our campsites from, mostly from pitchup.com. So it's a really good site. You can find campsites in Europe and in the UK, and that's where we found our Filey campsite when we stayed in Filey before this trip, and most of these sites from too. I'll tell you which ones we found from there. Anyway, so this one was this first one was in Calais. Like I said, it was a really nice little night stopover. It was very rural, not the best campsite at all. The facilities were not good. There wasn't really a change in shower block type thing. It was just good for one night, sleep, and then bounce the next day.
Yeah.
And it did. That's all we wanted it for, and it did fine for its purpose.
Okay.
So moving on to the next day, we travelled down to Paris, and we got to Camping. What was that called again? Camping Paris Est. So EST. And that was awesome. We stayed there for 2 nights. That was a huge complex with pitches and with villa, like chalet caravan type things, like you saw, static caravans. So you know that when we got there, they'd messed up with our pitch, and we ended up staying in a static caravan whilst we were in
A
Paris.
sauna. It was awful.
They don't have any aircon in any of them at all, and it was really bad. We were in a heat wave. You guys saw, you know how hot it was. So it was really uncomfortable in that sense, but the campground itself was great. It was really good routes into Paris from it. There was a bus that you get from right outside of the campsite straight to the train station. You can get trains straight into Paris or straight to Disneyland Paris or wherever you want to go. It's really easy to get to in Paris, so it's a great campsite for location wise. Wasn't very expensive. I can't remember what I paid for that. I paid £103 for that campsite for the 2 nights we were there.
Oh,
the 2
really?
nights, £103 English pounds for 2 nights through pitchup.com as well on that one, and that was great. I can't really think of any downs for that.
There was no pool.
There was
or
no
anything.
pool, but that's the only down really. So
Yeah.
if you want to call off in a pool, there wasn't one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was good.
Also, I think that first one in Calais was about £20, wasn't it? It was super cheap. That one that we just said, the first one.
It was £21.99.
£21, yeah.
Yeah, £21 for one night. So that's why it's another plus for that place. It was good. And then we moved to our Euro camp, which was quite a way down south from Paris. It was around 6-7 hours down south through France from Paris. So we stayed over one night to break up that journey, and we stayed in a place called a campsite called Camping La Roche, and that was probably one of my favourite campsites we've been to out of all of them. It was. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just like the biggest hillbilly. Stood there in the corner like
Got
going,
in my bottle of Coke.
sorry, I'm just hot.
Anyway, Camping La Roche was amazing. We got there very, very late when we arrived because we got not lost, but just the route. When we left Paris late in the day, and the route down to it took a long time with the caravan. And when we got there, it was really late, but it was beautiful. It was in the middle of it was super rural and just outside a little village, and it was really beautiful. There was no light pollution or anything. So when we got out, we could see the stars. We saw the ISS that night. Everyone got really excited about that. And the campsite itself was beautiful. It was immaculate everywhere. It was not crowded. It was very, very nice. I remember I was sat outside the caravan editing the vlog that night when we arrived. We arrived at like midnight, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And I was sat outside from about 1 o'clock when everyone these had gone to bed, editing the video in my little fishing chair that's behind me now, like a little fishing chair, that blue one over there. No awning or anything, just sat under the stars, and the stars were just like unreal. I've never seen stars like that before in my life. It was crazy, and it was just, I just remember feeling really good. It felt awesome to be there. And the next day when the sun came up, it was really beautiful.
But sadly we were straight up and out again.
Yeah. I would have
We only
stayed there
booked
for a
that
few
one night.
days. There wasn't a pool or anything, but the surroundings were beautiful. It was very countryside, very, very nice indeed. So the next day we got up and we travelled down to Euro Camp, which was...
When the weather changed, because we had a pool.
Yeah, so we were in the heat wave until this point. Then when we went to Euro Camp, the weather changed and got a bit rubbish for a few days, which is just typical. Nice one. So we stayed at Val de Cantobre, if that's how you say it, which was a really beautiful campsite in the mountains, just below Clermont-Ferrand in France. So really quite far down south. It's about an hour and a half south of Clermont-Ferrand if you look at it on a map. But it was gorgeous. You saw the pool. The pool was amazing there. The girls loved it. If you ask the girls what was their favourite stop of this holiday, they'll say there because they love the pool so much.
And the view from the pool.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Dirty Dancing, the surroundings.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was stunning. It was in the middle of a mountain valley. No matter where you looked, it was breathtaking. The stars at night time were unreal, and it was a really special little place. The restaurant there was great as well. They had a lovely shop on site. That was about £326 for the 3 nights that we stayed there. And
Is that how much you paid for that?
Yeah. I know, it was quite expensive, that one.
I'm never leaving you to book
That was
trips
quite
again.
expensive, that one. But I think it was worth it though.
Yeah, it was good. It was
The
good.
pitch we got given was really difficult to put our caravan on, but that's because we've got a big caravan. It was very tight. and it's kind of all the pitches are laid out up a mountain at different tiers, so it's, if you've got a big caravan, it's kind of a difficult one to park on.
And if you've got bad mobility, it's probably not the best either, because walking around very steep hills. But the facilities there were really good.
It was really good.
And the facilities were really good.
It was really clean, it was lovely. You guys can go back and check the vlogs out, it was ace. So that was one of our definite favourites. So from there, we travelled down to Barcelona. That was a big drive.
Loved it though.
It was the drive between the south of France, when you go through Perpignan and then down through over the Pyrenees into Spain, is stunning. It's amazing. We didn't show half the footage we actually shot on the vlog just because it would have made them too long. We were too busy looking as well, but we took there's some unbelievable sights to see when you're driving through the Pyrenees that way, and it's absolutely stunning. So we drove all the way to Barcelona. It was about a 7 or 8 hour drive. It was a long time, wasn't it?
About 8 hours.
Well, a long time. We got there very late at night, and we stayed. Where did we stay? Did I even write this on this little? I don't think I did. So when we got to Barcelona, we stayed at a campsite called Tres Estrellas, and that place is wicked. It is wicked. It is literally situated right on the beach. So if you want to go to the beach, you've got beach. We didn't use the beach while we were there. We went there one morning and we were like, nah, it's way too hot, let's go to the pool. And but the pool there is wicked. You guys saw it. It's that pool with grass around it. Not grass, fake grass. And it was just a really massive pool. You never felt like you were on top of anyone, even though it was rammed. And it was just really, really nice place. The campsite itself was really clean, really nice, gorgeous, good facilities. Shop on site, stuff like that. And transport links to Barcelona were super easy. You walked out of the campsite, you got a bus literally 100 yards down the road, took you straight into Barcelona for not much, right? It was about €4.
I think it was €2.20 each.
It was really cheap.
Most of them, what we got like the bus 6 times. Once we got charged for the girls. We never tried to sneak them on or anything. We just walked on, and only one bus driver charged us for the girls, but the rest of them just charged us for me and you.
Yeah.
So I think it's bus driver's discretion.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like €4.40 per trip. So
into Barcelona centre, and then you can do what you want while you're in there.
And you can also get the same bus to the Barcelona fountains, which we went and did as well.
It drives past them on the way into Barcelona. It was the number 94 and 95, L94, L95 from that campsite. But that wasn't expensive. We booked that when we were in Paris, at Disneyland Paris, because we hadn't booked that part of the trip yet. And we were honestly, this was so last minute. We were booking on the road, literally like the night before we were due to get somewhere. We were booking a new campsite. This is how mad this trip was. And then we went to our favourite, mine and Sarah's favourite, the Alanya Els Prat, which was the campsite on the beach that we've been at for that week period before we came back up here. And that was just amazing. What can I say about that place? You guys saw that on the videos, it was just amazing.
It's not just the most amazing campsite of this trip, it's the most incredible place we've ever stayed at on any holiday we've ever been on.
It was stunning, yeah, it was really stunning.
It was just beautiful.
Can't fault it in any way.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The grounds, beautifully maintained, the restaurant was great, the staff were great. There's nothing really I can say about that that's bad. It was awesome. There was like the pitch we paid for was a premium pitch on the beach, which you can select on their website. So I did that as like a surprise, and that was about £500 for the week. 550.
Nearly 6.
Yeah, it was something like that. But anyway, it was worth it for the week. Being on the beach there, waking up with the waves, waking up with the sea outside your window every morning, it was amazing. And yeah, can't fault that place.
No,
at all.
You can't fault it.
The beach is stunning as well.
You do pay a little bit extra for places like that because there's so much to do on site. Like there was a kids club, the girls didn't actually go to it, but there's kids clubs there. There's nighttime entertainment, so there was like loads of acts on every single night. I know.
Yeah, the pool was wicked as well.
We didn't film any of that because it's not our thing. We'd rather sit around a log fire around our own caravan or on the beach. But there was nighttime entertainment on. There's like people entertaining around the pool every day, doing dances with children in the pool. And there's a lot going on there. It's like a proper resort, so yeah. We did pay more as well for that one, but you expect it when you've got so much going on.
Yeah, it was really, really good, so definitely recommend that. 5 stars all the way, 100%. Jaycee's talking to Esme and Isla behind us, so cute right now. They're being so sweet. Camping in Barcelona, I forgot to say, the Tres Estrellas in Barcelona, that was €201. I've just looked it up on my email. For the 3 nights that we stayed there, it was a little bit more expensive, but it's a city centre location, really, really good, so I guess worth the money. So we've done that camp in Alanya Prats. That was the best one, and that was also for that one as well. The location was really good. So you were right near Salou, literally a 10-minute drive down the road from Salou, which is a very vibrant, lovely town. It was great. If you're into nightclubs and stuff like that, if you're younger, again, Salou is that sort of a place on a night time. But it's also family. It's also family as well. It's not like Ibiza, but It's kind of like a medium in between Ibiza and like Alcudia in Spain.
You're very close to Portaventura and the water park.
Portaventura theme park. You've got loads of water parks around there. There is tons to do there. We tried to stay there for another week, but it was fully sold out. So because we're booking so well last minute, we didn't get a chance to do that. But had we been able to have the availability, we would have stayed there for another week, definitely.
Yeah, we were going to do Portaventura as well, but we found the weather was too hot and we wouldn't have enjoyed queuing for rides, etc.
The girls wouldn't have loved that at all.
That's why we didn't do that.
But we would have done that next time maybe. Anyway, so moving on from there, we moved up the road to Salou, which was literally, because we couldn't stay at Alanya Ros Prats for a few more nights, we moved only a bit more up the road because we wanted to stay in the area. So we chose a campsite that had availability, which was the one that we stayed at. And it was
my worst one.
Yeah, I didn't love this place, to be fair.
We didn't love this one.
So the campsite in Salou that we stayed at for 3 nights in total was called Camping La Pineda de Salou, so Pineda. And it was probably the worst campsite we've stayed at. So the campsite itself was actually, it was decent. When you drive up to it, it's in a good area. There's lots of stuff around. You're in Salou, there's loads of stuff, you know, you've got the Portaventura theme park right behind the campsite pretty much, and the water park just down the road. There's also a strip just around the corner from the campsite with lovely restaurants. We ate at a pizza restaurant, which was just absolutely amazing, and the staff were great. Definitely check that out if you're in the area. But the campsite was, to look at it was good. And to check in and stuff, it was good.
I think, to be honest, before we put the campsite down, there's nothing actually wrong with the campsite.
No, the pool's good as well.
I don't know if it was the time of year or what, but there was a lot of people there that were just different to us. Like for example, not very family friendly. I found like a lot of people smoking substances that I know is legal in Europe, but you still don't want your children breathing in.
Might not be legal in Europe. I don't know if it's legal in Europe.
I think it is.
Anyway,
you don't want your children breathing in those substances though, and a lot of people were doing it. Music blasting out really, really loud, and it just didn't feel as safe.
It wasn't family friendly.
No,
yeah,
it didn't feel safe for me as what we did at the other places. But on our first night, was that the second night? A lot of people actually checked out. And it became a lot more friendlier then. Like another family came in. I think
there's still a lot of weed flying about though. Like, you still smell weed everywhere.
There's me trying to keep it all like. Anyway, yeah. So it wasn't anything wrong with the site, but it was just maybe the people there. The facilities were acceptable.
They weren't great.
They were acceptable, but not fantastic. They were a bit smelly.
The pool was alright. The changing rooms and the showers were a bit
and the shop
rank.
was really weird. It didn't open until 5, so I had to wait until 5, which was fine. But then when the shopkeeper came, it had me go and do my shopping, but then I couldn't pay in the shop, so I had to carry this big basket full of like 8 bottles of water all the way to the restaurant to pay, where he then told me that I could only pay on card if I spent over €10, which I hadn't. So I had to walk all the way back to the shop to get more bottles of water, carry them all the way back to the restaurant. But it's just, I don't know, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, and if you want to speak to a receptionist, like seriously, you'll never get to speak to a receptionist if you need help with anything, because the queue is constantly like 10 miles out the reception door, and they only have one guy on at a time. I literally went there so many times for little things, and I just ended up walking away because I just.
In the electric box.
Yeah, the electric boxes. So normally at campsites, the electric that you plug the caravans into is just there, and you just plug it in. At this place, it's locked up like with a padlock, so you have to get a security guard to come and open it before you can hook up. You're trying to get a security guard coming down and unlock them boxes, like.
And it's really weird because you check in, they give you a pitch, you think they'd just send somebody to unlock it straight away, but they don't.
No, they don't.
So you turn up there and you're like, oh, we need to go back to reception now to get them to unlock it. I don't know, we don't want to moan. It wasn't the best one though, it was probably the worst one we've said on this trip, but it wasn't cheap actually, was it? Was it £60 a night?
It was about 60-something euros a night, so it was about 180 in total for 3 nights, something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't stay there again. But again, I mean, if I had to stay there again, I would do, because the location was great. It was right next to that scary looking power plant as well. It looked amazing.
It's not a power plant.
Or whatever it was.
Air cleaning unit.
Something. I thought it was a nuclear plant, but apparently it's not.
No.
And that brings us to here. Then we took the monster 8-9 hour drive from there in Salou all the way up to here where we are right now. And we'll carry on this discussion when we've left here, I guess. We'll let you know some more stuff.
Can we get on with our day now? Because it's like 3 PM and we've not.
This has been like a 20-minute. I thought this would be like a 5-minute segment. It's been like 20-odd minutes.
There's your vlog, guys.
Sorry, guys.
I definitely pulled a short straw with the washing up tonight, didn't I, babe?
Yeah, have you forgotten that?
Well, no, but I guess sometimes you've got to lose.
Get out.
Oh, all washed and dried. I've got no clue what these two are doing though. What's going on here?
We chilling like real men. We chilling like the boys do. Yeah, we being boys. We chilling watching the clouds.
See, Mummy would have got a play mat out so that he doesn't get grass rash.
He's fine, he's a real boy. He's a real boy.
So for our family, this is a very typical dad versus Mummy.
Chica man.
Now he's happy. He's got his toys, he's got his play mat.
Okay, Esme. Here we go. You ready? Is that a point to me?
Do I throw it to there and then try to
No, try and you knock it over and then bounce and then... If you get it past me without me hitting it, it's your... Oh!
Get ready, babe.
I know.
You're about to lose.
Mano y mano. Let's go. Alright guys, we're going to try and do the longest Ingham Family rally, okay? So see how many times we can hit it back and forth between each other. Probably going to be like 2. If we get past 5, then we're laughing, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh dear.
We got one.
Best of 3.
One's a start.
Best of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh 6, 7, oh 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. And last time, last try. We'll get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! We suck, man. I think it's fair to say that our strengths don't lie in ping pong. Whoa! Be careful, Esme.
Oh my gosh.
That was really good though, you landed it well done.
Second time.
That was really good, man. Be careful though, that was too close to the edge.
Who's having his first go of a swing? Hello, little boy. Look at his little face. He's like, what's going on?
Like the trampoline.
No. No. The swing's his limit. The swing your limit. Hey. Look at his little face. Love him. Sounds like there's a party going on in the pool tonight. Oh my gosh, I think there actually is a disco going on in the pool. Isla! I just went over and asked, and I didn't even know that tonight's entertainment is an aqua disco. An actual aqua disco. Do you girls want to go?
Yes!
Oh, Esme's aqua discoing. Yes! But how about you get your costumes on and do that in the water?
Yay!
Check out the girls. They've been filming their own video on their phones today. Isla's been borrowing Isabel's.
We're gonna want to jump in the deep end! Go!
I'm not going to go up close obviously because there's loads of other people's kids in there as well, but our kids are having the best time in the aqua disco right now. Dancing to the YMCA. I and Esme just on the edge here. Loving life.
Absolutely devastated Isabel missing this. Because this is something that Isabel would have loved.
Yeah, she would have done.
She's been in the water with the girls, swimming and things. And this is like something different that we've never experienced before, like a disco in the water on a night.
It's so cool.
Idea. She would have loved it.
Yeah, hats off to this venue for doing that. It's amazing. Look how cool it looks. It looks amazing.
I know we'll probably get lots of questions asking like where this one is, so we will definitely update you all when we've left. It looks so much fun.
Oh my gosh, guys, how was the aqua disco? Amazing.
All English songs as well. We can all sing to them, and one of Isabel's favourite songs came on. And
Anyway, it just finished. The DJ just left, everyone's clearing out. In fact, these guys have got the pool all to themselves right now. You guys are very lucky. Woo! So we're all just back at our cozy caravan. About to get ourselves some hot chocolate, although Mr. Jace has got other ideas. He's fast asleep right now, loving life.
Sorry for the bad angle, guys. I'm just feeding Jace right now, so I can't move the camera down anymore. But I kid you not, as you've just seen, Jace is fast asleep. I'm dream feeding him right now. And Chris was just looking for something to watch on the TV. I'm not exaggerating or joking when I say this, but Chris just went, "Oh yeah, this was a good one, it's really funny." I looked up and he's legitimately put on an episode of Peppa Pig.
Yeah, man.
Peppa
Look, George has got
Pig.
red eyes now, look. She's got red eyes.
The girls were editing their videos that they've done today quietly on their own. Jace is asleep and Chris just put on the TV Peppa blooming Pig. And then Isla got up to get her hot chocolate and Chris literally went, "Isla, watch out the way." Are you having a laugh right now?
Good.